Hello, everyone. My name is Julie. Welcome to my channel. I wanted to come on and share yet another astral experience that I had. So this experience, I had quite a lot of sleep, and which sometimes my experiences are best when I've had plenty of sleep and then I go back to bed. But this time I just got up for a couple minutes, went back to sleep, and I thought, I just want a lucid dream. So my intention was to have a lucid dream, but I found myself in just a regular dream. And sometimes when I have this intention to lucid dream, I might not have a lucid dream, but my dream is kind of complicated and I'm left with a lot of detail and imagery and messages and all kinds of stuff. So this was a kind of a heavy, detailed, just regular dream. And I woke up from it and I was very impacted by it. So it took me a little bit to go back to sleep, but I did go back to sleep. And then I had yet another dream. And I was in a hospital of some sort, which I have dreams of being in a hospital or in a school setting quite often. Repetitive dreams are good for helping you become lucid, because if they're something you do often, you can just, it's sort of a trigger to say, oh, wait, I'm dreaming. Get conscious, get lucid, wake up from your dream and be awake in your dream. So I was walking through the hallways of this hospital, and again, another common repetitive thing I have in my dreams is going through like a maze, not necessarily a maze, but just being in a something like with lots of hallways, or I'm lost maybe, or I'm trying to find my way out of something, and that's pretty common. Or I might even be sort of chased or followed in a sense. And in this hospital, I was being followed by someone. I guess I wasn't supposed to be there, and they wanted to catch up with me to get me out of the hospital or something. Okay, so I'm starting to become a little lucid, and I'm realizing, wait, this isn't what I usually do in my dreams. And sometimes you can do that. You can start to become lucid, to go back in your dream and then start to become lucid. And so in this dream, I start to become lucid. This woman catches up with me, and which another thing I do, I lie down to go to sleep in the middle of this situation, which is weird, but again, that's another repetitive thing to clue me in that, oh, I'm dreaming, if I'm going to fall asleep in the middle of my dream. So in the middle of me, I'm lying down, this woman is trying to, I don't know, she just doesn't want me in this hospital for some reason. And I'm falling asleep and realizing, okay, I'm dreaming right now. And then all of a sudden the clairaudience starts to kick in. So again, the clairaudience, which I've explained before, is my signpost that I'm going to start to go into that transitional state where I can go out of body and have an astral projection. So usually it's a radio station, or like I feel like I'm hearing an announcer on a radio or people having a discussion, maybe not on a radio, but I can hear people talking, or music, like a band or some kind of music. And this time it was a TV news station, and even not just the sound, but I saw flashes of a football game. And the announcer on this news station was talking about Dave Hunter, who decided to retire. Coach Dave Hunter from some football related thing, he's going to retire. And I kept thinking, repeating his name over and over in my head, because when I knew that I want to take back some kind of information, that when I'm out of, back in my body and in reality, this 3D reality, I can look it up on the internet and see if there's somebody by this name or whatever. So anyway, I kept his name in my mind. And then this woman who was trying to catch me in the hallways of this hospital, I guess she got a hold of me, and she doesn't want me to get away this time. And then I feel like I'm going back into a dream now. I'm like really on that cusp of going in and out of a dream, like trying to stay conscious, but going back in. It's a very unusual state. So the dream is kicking in, and she's going to give me a shot that's going to make me sleep. And then I say to her, no, 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 this is just a dream. So I'm trying to force myself to stay lucid. And that's when I recognize the vibrations. I'm vibrating. And I realize, okay, so it's very unique. I'm like in a dream, but I also realize I'm in bed at the same time and I have the vibration. So I get up out of my body because I want to have an astral projection, and I fly away. And so maybe I'll just share now, before I share the other part of my astral experience, that after I woke up, and I came back to body, and I went onto the computer and I look up this Dave Hunter football retired. I put search words, keywords in, and indeed, for lots of results came up. Brookwood High School football coach Dave Hunter, who built the Broncos into one of the state's largest and most successful programs, announced his retirement Friday. And I know zero about football. I know nothing about football. And this was from, I didn't write these notes down, but this was from like a decade or something ago. So apparently I was tuning into a frequency that had already happened on the news a while ago, like a decade or so ago. Anyway, okay, so I get up out of my vibrational state, I fly up into the sky, and so I requested to see a higher astral realm. And then my vision started to come into focus, and I was flying over what appeared to be like, I mean, it's any typical downtown city. It was very vivid, very real. I was feeling all the, sensations of the wind in my hair and the coolness in the flight. And it was very, it was nice, but it was nothing. I thought like, maybe, I didn't know if it was this planet Earth or an astral Earth. I didn't know. I'm like, okay, this is just some regular place. But then I started fading. This feeling was fading again. I knew I was going to go back to body. And then I did. I found myself back in body. But the vibrations were still going. So I thought, I'm going to get up again. And I got up immediately. I don't want to waste those vibrational states. And so I get up, and I feel my feet very solidly on the floor, which I usually do, but this is really, for some reason, it made an impact on me. And I thought, oh, wow, that's really quite solid. And then it made me second guess. Am I in the physical? Maybe I just got up out of bed. I almost thought I was going to be tricked, which I have been tricked, and I just lie back down in bed, and only to realize, oh man, I was in the non-physical. I should have kept going, but I wasn't tricked. And then I sort of stumbled, and my ring was caught on the sheets of the bed. And then I thought, wait a minute, I'm not wearing a ring. So it was my astral ring caught on the astral sheets. And this can happen. I know it sounds weird, but this helped me realize, okay, it's just, I'm in the astral, keep going. And I stood back up very easily, and I walked out of the room, and then I lifted up and I said, fly through the roof. And I flew up, and I asked to see an astral realm. Very strong intention. My vision came in, and I saw that I was going through telephone wires or power wires or something, that I felt like I was flying through. And I thought, I don't know if I remember I had read something about our energy body not really being able to go through electrical stuff like that. But I don't know. I really think that's what I was flying through. Maybe I was flying through, not through the actual cords, but in between them. I don't know. It was a very interesting situation. But then all of a sudden I feel like I'm flying, sitting up, but like backwards. And because the hair is like flying in my face. I'm like, why am I the other way around? It was a very funny feeling, like kind of sitting there and flying. And so I turned around and put myself sort of in the Superman position, like I like to be in. And so, so I could see what I'm flying over. And then below, I see really quite a poor, look like a poor area. And it reminded me of the places I have visited in Mexico. I've been to Mexico several times, and I've stayed in some of the poor areas, and it's kind of what it reminded me of. And I looked, and I did see some children, and they looked to be Hispanic to me. And one of them, to my delight, I saw him jump up, and he's sort of like floating a little bit and then going back down to the dirt. Like it was like a dirt area. Maybe it was, I don't really know. I thought it was their property, like homes, and there was some dirt areas, but I was so happy. It filled my heart like with joy that, oh yes, they can defy gravity a little bit wherever I am looking at, maybe Astral Mexico, I don't know. So then I'm flying past, and then I see a like a apartment complex or something, and there were these two men sitting like on a balcony strumming guitar, two older men strumming the guitar, hanging out, casual. And I to my surprise, they looked at me, and one called out, "Hey, flapper girl." And I turned around because I wasn't sure what he said. I think that's what he said, but I don't know what he said for sure. Because I turned around, and I really controlled my flight there, which I was surprised I can control it, and sort of hovering there. And I shouted back, and I said, because, because so they could hear me. I was kind of a ways away. "What did you call me?" And he responded, "Oh, hey, don't worry about what you look like, or your shape or anything like that. What's important is that you're lucid." And I'm like, "Oh, no, that's not what I mean. I, I want to know, what did you call me? What am I?" Like, I wanted to know if he saw me as an astral projector, or what it was that he thought he was seeing, because he could see me. And unfortunately, guess what happened? The whole experience started to fade, and I found myself back in bed again. But that was a cool experience. It was like interesting to me that these people saw me, but they didn't see me. It seemed like they saw me as something different than like a regular human, I guess. I don't know. It was very interesting, but that was a cool experience. Yeah, if you've had some similar experience to this, I would love to hear what your thoughts are on it. And yeah, so that's it. I guess I'll sign off. I just wanted to check in and share another astral experience. And so hope you all are having a wonderful day or evening, whether on the planet or off the planet. And I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.